Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. Welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and Eastern Resurgence 2 with Steaua Bucharest. With some cup action today, just the first leg. Didn't realise that these two legs were like a month apart. So today we're going to do the first leg of the Romanian Cup semi-final against Kindia. And we'll also have a game afterwards, which I think is against SEPSI. Yeah, we take on SEPSI also today. So 2 games today and 2 games next episode as well, including the second leg against Kindia. We played 1 match in our championship group. We've got 10 more games against the remaining teams in that top 6 to see if we can maybe push for that title. Became close last year. Hopefully we can get maybe that step further this year and maybe go for a title. And as always, if you're enjoying this series, do drop a like down below and leave comments. It's the best way to support the channel. If you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe, turn on notifications. Currently less than 50 subs away from 1,000. So last episode we took on Gazmetan and won 2-1 away from home in a good performance and a good result, which got us another 3 points and confirmed our place in the championship group. We had 2 more games before the playoffs and they went off without a hitch really. We won both of them 3-1, first of which was against Dinamo in the Eternal Derby. And we are just far and away better than these guys now. Dinamo, I don't think are even in the top 6. We've surpassed them now. FCSB is the big team. They're the big rivalry. And, you know, this is the Eternal Derby. It's an old derby. But, yeah, it's one that, you know, we seem to have, you know, good bragging rights in. This was a great performance and, you know, Dinamo did well late on, but phenomenal stuff again in goal from Erez. We were 2-0 up before half-time with 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes. Ismail scoring on 25 minutes and then Nedalea with just his second goal of the season scoring to make it 2-0 not long after. Ismail scored his second in the 56th minute to make it 3-0 and then a consolation goal was scored by Popovici 10 minutes from time for Dinamo. They had a late spell of possession, actually had more of the ball than us during the whole game, but late on we had some you know, shaky defensive stuff, but Erez saved the day. If he had an off day, if we maybe had someone else in goal, I think we might have thrown this away and maybe gone with like a 3-3. He was phenomenal late on in this game. We did then beat Petrol Ploiești by the same scoreline. This one was much more convincing. But again, a silly consolation goal, which we needn't concede. This was a good performance. Possession was in our favour. We had plenty of shots. They didn't really offer too much. Petrol, we were good in this one and took a lead inside a minute. Manalake on the end of a set piece, giving us a 1-0 lead on like, I don't know, about 50 seconds. And then our other centre-half scored. Sukar scoring to make it 2-0 after half an hour. Not often you see both centre-backs scoring a match. That's very rare. And then we scored early in the second half as well. About 30-40 seconds into the second half, Nezovic scored to make it 3-0. And again, we were looking on top, 3-0, looking good. And then we concede again. Bukal with a goal on 72 minutes for Petrol. And we just can't keep a clean sheet at the moment. We went, I think, 5 or 6 games without conceding. We drew a game, and then since then, we keep conceding these silly goals. And I don't like it. So that was game 30. And after that, we then split into the championship group and the relegation group. We played our first match in the championship group. And we lost 2-0 to Gazmetan. This time, they did get the win over us. And we had another one of those off days here. Didn't have too many shots. Really struggled to keep the ball. And our pass completion, 82% is still quite high, but lower than we've been having. We just had a poor performance here all over the pitch, really. Just not good at all. And Medias got 2 goals in the second half to give them the win. Dragnea scoring on 63 minutes. And then Kolchak with a goal 5 minutes from time, doubling the lead. Yeah, we just had a bad day. It was a terrible first half. And then in the second half, again, just really didn't offer too much. And it was a poor performance, this one. A very poor performance. So not the best start to our championship group, but you will notice we did close the gap to FCSB. We were 5 points behind them until the final day of those 30 games. FCSB had been on this big winning streak. We were the only team, I think, apart from one other one, to take points from them this calendar year. And they were on a big winning streak. They lost 4-0 on the last day. So that gap went from 5 to 2. And then because of the halving of the points, the gap then closed to 1. So we are 1 point behind FCSB. They did also lose to SEPSI in the league and had a goalless draw in their first leg of the cup. So that gap stays at 1. And, you know, it's going to be a tough few games. But if we can get some points from FCSB and, you know, maybe get a win, we might be able to overtake him, and if we do well in our other games, we're looking good. But there's only 6 points separating the top 6. This is anybody's to win still. So let's jump into the first of 2 games today. Then Kindia Target in the first leg of the Cup semi-final. We'll take on SEPSI at home in another game later on. Now, because it's the cup game, we are going to play Alexandru Grayab in goal. Erez has been unbelievable in goal, but we've been playing Grayab throughout the whole cup campaign. It would be unfair to not play him now, and he's not bad himself. Grayab is a perfectly capable goalkeeper. Shofran is suspended today, so we're going to move Cimpianu to right back, and we're going to start Timothy Sukar. Morong's had a few rough games. We've dropped him to advanced playmaker on support. Having him AP attack, he just wasn't playing well. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he's just not involved in the attacks. We seem to be doing more from out wide. So we're going to keep Morong in between Vasilescu and Nedalea. Going to go back to Dinoza and start him. He missed a couple of games due to injury. Hopefully we'll get through this. I feel like we should be favourites, but they have been a bit of a difficult side, Kindia. Definitely a side that concedes goals. I think the last fixture, I think it was a 3-2 that we won. Apparently we're underdogs. Okay. I don't think we are, but then again, they expect us to stay up this season. We're challenging for a title again, so I'm not really paying too much attention to that. Let's see if we can get something here. Apparently they're not in good form either, so please explain, game, how we are not favourites. They've only won 2 of their last 5. And if we can either win or avoid defeat in this first leg, we'll have a good chance of making a final as long as we do our job in the second leg. Here's to catch, though, on the edge of the 18-yard box. Here's Ungurenazu. And he's going to hold on to the ball here. And the ball is won by Vasilescu, who goes to Ezgun Dinoza. Nedalea. Oh, and he's lost the ball cheaply there, in a bad position as well. But we get the possession back. Bit of a sloppy start to this game. Dinoza's still going here. He could have a go. He does have a go, and he scored. 4.5 minutes on the clock. Dinoza gets his 5th of the season. I think his first in the cup. We have a 1-0 lead inside 5 minutes. Great start. A little bit sloppy from both sides, but we have the first goal. Dinoza went all the way himself. I thought he'd lose out here. The number 3 challenging, and then Chibanu, I think it was, going for the tackle. Feeble attempt, and Dinoza manages to score. Free kick here for Kindia. Petrila to catch. Pity is not a goalkeeper. And Grenaju. Header away by Morong. No one really in the area for Kindia. Here's Petrila to Pizian and Bukar. And to catch, just going to try and go onto his right foot here. Goes back to Pizian and Bukar to catch. And they're passing the ball around the edge of the 18-yard box here, but struggling to get a shot away. Here's Urban, and it's an equaliser for Kindia. 12.5 minutes on the clock. A first of the season for Urban. And it's going to be one of those games, I think. We might see a good few goals in this cup tie. In this first leg alone. We could be in for a big aggregate score here. Wouldn't be the first time this season. Remember Midland? That was 8-4 on aggregate. We could be in for a big aggregate scoreline here, because there are always goals in these games. Now we're going to corner to defend. This is not good here, but Grayab is equal to the header. And he goes long and finds Nezovic in lots of space here. He could make a run. He could set up Ishmael. He has set up Ishmael, and it's 2-1. 14 minutes gone. We've already seen 3 goals. There's going to be more in this game, in this leg alone. I think we're going to be in for a big scoreline here. I mean, a great ball by Grayab, the goalkeeper, finds Nezovic in loads of space, and he's got so much time to find the ball here for Ishmael. And Ishmael on the left foot, nice finish, beats the goalkeeper, 2-1. Again, we are giving up a lot of possession at the moment. I'm going to bring it back to balanced. Header away from the set piece by Pizian. Here's Petrila, and Sukar is going to try and chase him down here. I mean, he was keeping pace, but then decided to move away from him. Petrila's managed to get through here, and Grayab with a simple save there. Not a great finish. Throw in for us with Cimpianu. Here's Dinoza, scored our opening goal. Nedalea, and that's headed away by Bukar. Here's to catch. Got lots of space to move into here. And now Kindia looking to break. They've got 2 players open here. It's Diaz. And Diaz is probably going to go for goal. Here he's hit the post. And Florian David, has an open goal to shoot for. It's 2-2 and we played 20 minutes. We're second best in the possession at the moment. And recently that's been happening. I don't know if it's down to tiredness or what it is, because I haven't changed anything tactically. So I don't know why that is. But it's 2-2. We played 20 minutes. There's still 160 left of this tie. I don't understand why we're suddenly looking so bad in possession. Like, recent games we've been having like close to 60%. This one 44. So I'm thinking maybe we slow down the tempo a little bit. That might maybe give us a bit more time on the ball, and maybe a better chance to hold on to it. Okay, we're looking better. We've leveled it out a bit. We're approaching half time. 2 apiece. Long ball by Sukar. Interception. Here's Diaz. To catch. Petrila. That's some good ball. And cleared. Only as far as Toda. And to catch goes for goal. And that's off target. I thought Toda was a goalkeeper. I've had him scouted. And I thought he was a keeper. Obviously not. Okay, half time. 2-2 in an action-packed first half. Possession has become a bit more equal. We've not been as good with our passing. And just behind on XG. But an exciting first half, definitely. There's still a second leg to come next episode. And 45 minutes left of this game. So again, this could be a high-scoring semi-final here. The other one in a goalless between FCSB and SEPSI. Here's Toda to Urban. And goes for a long ball. Doesn't find anybody. It was just a bit optimistic, that was. Here's Cimpianu. Again, looking for a long ball, but doesn't find anyone. I don't know why they're doing that, because I don't have direct on. Manalake heads to Morong. Here's Radu, who's been very, very solid at left back, I will say. Kind of gone off the radar. Here's Ismail. Could be 3-2 here. It's not a good finish. Nezovic loses out to Chobanu. Here's Petrila to Ungurenashu. David to Diaz on the left flank. That's a good ball. And, oh, was that a shot? I don't know what that was. It was well away from the goal. Cimpianu back to Sukar. Dinoza. Goes long. Can Ismail get to this first? He can. And again, he's forced to save from the keeper. Gets a corner from it, though. Well worked. To catch on the edge of the 18-yard box. Big clearance by Radu. Nezovic gets it forward. And here's Ismail. Just got one defender to beat. And then the goalkeeper cuts inside. Goes for goal. Forces another save. 10 minutes into this second half. Diaz. Great interception by Manalake. Here's Cimpianu. Goes safely back to Alexandru Greab. Is he going to go long? No, goes back to Cimpianu. Got a bit more space around him now. Looking to go long. Finds Ismail. Back to Morong. Ismail gets it back from him. Vasilescu, oh, just didn't quite see that. Just maybe lacking the anticipation there. Not often you see him the furthest player forward. Dinoza. Vasilescu. Oh, that time he does get it right. Petru Vasilescu with his third of the season. A great assist by Dinoza again. 3-2. This is an exciting and good game. Vasilescu gets the assist there. Nedelea and Morong have not had good games in midfield, and we have given up that midfield, it seems. But this second half has got off to another great start. We lead 3-2. It was been a stunning game. Radu, not a good ball forward. Here's Petrila to Chobanu. Armash, back to Petrila. David. Armash. Again, good passing here by Kindia. Ungurenashu to David. Could have a go, but sends through to catch. He's hit the post. And again, these open goals. That's 2 of those we've conceded now. Very unlucky. And what, that lead lasted less than 3 minutes? It's 3-3. We've still got half an hour of this first leg. Alright, predictions now. What's the aggregate score going to be? We're an hour into the first leg. It's 3-3. How many more goals are there going to be in this tie? Keeping in mind, there's still half an hour left of this game and another 90 minutes. And maybe extra time as well if it's level, which I highly doubt it, because I'm not sure if away goals are a thing. I wouldn't be surprised if there's at least a dozen goals in this aggregate, whether it's close or whether we win in the second leg, I don't know. But I think there's going to be 12 goals on aggregate. I think it's going to be maybe more. Vasilescu sends it forward. Here's Ismail. Still got it. Players coming into the box. And Pitchian with the clearance. Radu gets there first, though. He's been great at left back. Nedelea to Morong. Need something good from these two. Ismail's through. And it's another save by Balan. I'm going to take off Nedelea and Morong. They've both had really poor games. So Toma is going to come on. And Grumeni is going to come on. Manalake looking for a long ball. Toda with a header, but it's not a good one. It's come to Dinoza. Ismail's through on goal again here, and another save by Balan. He's been, he's had 3 goals put past him today, but he's still probably been one of the best players on the pitch. Corner kick, headed away by David. And to catch, we'll get to this first. He's got lots of space here, and a counter-attack underway by Kindia. And Cimpianu, great tackle, and Dinoza keeps it in. Coming up on the last 10 minutes of this first leg. Still 3 goals apiece. Here's Vasilescu to Gremeni and Nezovic. And again, the keeper saves it. I think that was going off target, though. I am going to take off Nezovic. He has had a bit of a, not a poor game, but just not been as good as his teammates. I'm going to move Denoza to the left wing. Going to bring on Prestige and Bungu and Gorenashu to Mustard Magic? What was his name? Mustadanagic. I honestly thought that said mustard for a second there. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Oh, no, to catch. Oh, and a save by Grab. Both goalkeepers have been solid in this game. And yet there's still been 6 goals. Well, unbelievably, there were no goals in that final half hour. We had 4 in the first 20 minutes and 6 before the hour. And yet the last half hour saw 0 goals. I mean, if the second leg's going to be like this, and you're in for a treat next episode, but holy cow. What a game that was. I mean, a draw away from home in the first leg is pretty good. I'm happy with that. Both goalkeepers had great games there. If it hadn't been for them, then that game could have finished 7-7, honestly. It would have been 14 goals in just the first leg. We've got a second leg coming up. It's going to be next episode. We're still going to face Sepsi in today's video as well. Gaz have played their 3rd game and lost 4-2 against Astra. So if we can win this game against Sepsi, we'll go back ahead of them with a game in hand. Erez is going to go back in goal for this league game. And we should have Shofran back, but I'm going to move Cimpianu back to centre-back. Maximovic has been out of the team recently because he had some bad performances. It might be a good time to bring him back in. Marong's just not doing it for me at the moment. Maybe Toma. Again, he's not in good form. All right, Maximovic, you've got a chance. I'm not sure what to do with you. I feel like you're not really good enough for us anymore. You've got a year left on your deal. Been here for a while, of course. He had a cracking debut, 4 goals. Just hasn't really put together the same vein of form since his start. But we're going to go with him today and see what we can do in this league game against Sepsi. We haven't lost to these guys in 4 games, which is good. So you'll watch us lose this one now. I mean, there's an early corner for them. I should not have opened my big mouth. I should not have opened my mouth. Oleg Sinitsia, sorry. It is pretty sinister. With a 1-0 lead from the set piece. Me and my big mouth. Header. And he beats Denoza in the air. I mean, Denoza is 5'7", I think. So that's to be expected. Well, this is a far cry from the previous game. That's the only highlight we've seen. And there's 5 minutes of the first half. We haven't looked like scoring. And Sepsi have a 1-0 lead from that set piece. What a boring first half. There was 1 goal. If we go 2 games into this playoff without having picked up any points, then there's no way we're winning this league. I'm going to go attacking. This is just not good. I'm going very attacking. I can't believe there's been absolutely nothing in this game. Oh, and now Nezovic has been injured. That's going to be all 3 changes with 20 minutes left. I'm going to have to bring on Vandas. Have we really seen 1 highlight all game and it's the goal? Here we go. I mean, it's them in possession, but Shofran does intercept. 78 minutes on the clock. This is just the 2nd highlight of this game. Here's Mbungu. He goes back to Cimpianu. Hopefully this will result in maybe an equalising goal for us. We've really gone for it. Shofran. Vandas to Maximovic. I mean, that would have been a way to put your name on the map, wouldn't it? This is ridiculous. We went from a 3-3 draw to a 1-0 defeat with 2 highlights. And that's 2 games out of 2 now in the playoffs that we've lost. Guys, you are really letting me down at a really bad time here. I'm going to throw the bottle. That's ridiculous. How was that happen? How has Radu had a 6.2? I mean, we offered absolutely nothing in that game. I don't care if they're demotivated. What excuse is there for that? We had a chance to go ahead of Gaz there with a game in hand, and we've done that. So that's 2 games into the playoffs now. We have no points to show for it. A goal difference of -3. There's no way that we're winning this league with performances like that. 2 losses out of 2 is not good. Nezovic, he's probably going to miss the rest of the playoffs with a groin injury. So we're going to do the second leg against Kindia next episode. We're also going to do the other game against Gaz, the home game. So we'll play Vitorul, FCSB and Astra off camera. And after Kindia, we'll have the final in there somewhere. And we'll probably play maybe a couple of these games, maybe 3 of these games. I'm not sure. But we need to buck up our ideas Otherwise, there's no way we're going to get this title challenge. There's no way we're going to get into Europe unless we like win the cup, which is going to be tough. After that 3-3, you know, the home leg is going to be just as difficult. Then we've got to do the final as well. This is going to be a really tough few games, but I'm going to give it my best. Hopefully the players will as well. We just had a couple of really rough games. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, do drop a like down below and leave comments. If you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications, and hopefully we can get some better results in these next few games. 3 without a win, 2 losses in the playoffs. We need to sort things out, otherwise we are going to be like rank outsiders in this group. So hopefully the guys can sort of shape up and get some points on the board and some wins. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.